Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Hopkinton High School for Hopkinton Hillers playoff baseball. As today, the 5th-seeded Hillers take on 13th-seeded North Quincy in this South Division II bracket matchup. It's a first-round matchup. The Hillers finished the regular season with a record of 12-3. North Quincy finished with a record of 7-6. And the winner of this game will play the winner of Dighton, Rehoboth, and Duxbury. That game happened earlier. We'll try to get a score of that game on tonight's broadcast. I'm Tom Nappy, joined by Larry Sacklad, John Ritz on camera. And Larry, it should be another fun playoff season. As you know, the South Division II bracket, very competitive.
Very, very competitive. Don't let the record fool you. North Quincy played in that tough Patriot League, and we've seen some of the teams before. I don't want to bring up 2018, but we saw Duxbury and a few of the other teams, and I just don't want to see Duxbury, Tom, is all I'll say right now.
Absolutely, and we're ready for the first hitter, who is going to be Scotty Ritz, the center fielder. No relation to our cameraman, John Ritz.
Not true.
So he will step in. He'll be followed up by Vinny O'Leary, the shortstop. Johnny Lynch, the catcher, batting third. Liam Hines, the pitcher, hitting cleanup. Alex Montero, the DH, hitting fifth. As Josh Fisher set to deliver the first pitch. It's hit in the air, left side right to the shortstop, one away. That'll bring up Vinny O'Leary, the shortstop. Batting sixth is Kevin Pritchard, the first baseman. Seventh, Zach Taylor, who is the left fielder. Batting eighth, Jackson Murphy, the third baseman, hitting ninth. Brendan Hines, the right fielder. There's a strike. Charlie Ambrell is the second baseman and flex player.
The Hillers defense is a foul ball over the right side, going over and getting it in foul ground. 2 down, 3 pitches. 2 out. At shortstop, no, I lost my place, Tom.
I don't even think you started, so
okay.
You could take it from wherever you want.
All right, Connor Kelly at third base, Nick Baharic at shortstop. Cam Jarrett at second base, first base, Andrew Gunn, left to right, Matt Cooper, Cam Mulvaney. There's a called strike by Jim Wade on the home plate umpire. In right field, Mike Burney. Behind the plate today is Dylan Locke, as he has been all year, and Josh Fisher, the ace of the the ace just hits hitter in the back. Lynch will trot down to first base, no harm, no foul. Liam Hines going to step in. There's no 3 Hines brothers, if you at home are wondering where his brother Duncan is. I was waiting for you.
That was a good one. I like it.
Well, it is the City of Presidents pickover, and Zach Taylor is no relation to Zach Taylor. So we'll leave it at that. Those are my puns for the day.
All right. I'm sure there'll be more as the broadcast goes on. Throw over once again, runner back safe.
As you've heard me say many times, his first pickover is worst. His second pickover is better.
He likes to get the hitters thinking that he doesn't really have a great pickoff move, but that's when he tends to get them.
Third time is usually the charm, where he does his pickmaster move.
Looks over at first, throws over, runner back safe.
Bob Tracy from Fort Lauderdale by the Sea is back here again, the umpire.
We have Mike Whalen on home plate. Hopkinton native. 1-1 the count. Also the adjutant of the American Legion Post 202. Fisher takes a long look at first and deals. A little inside. 2-1.
There won't be too much belly aching by the dugouts about the balls and strikes today.
That is a little bit outside. No, I'd say they have one of the premier umpires in the state calling the balls and strikes today. And this is hit in the air over to center field. That's going to drop in for a hit. Hines heading over to third. Lead runner heading to third. Hines to second, and he's aboard. A double there for Liam Hines. Johnny Lynch advances to third. That'll bring up Alex Montero.
Well, Josh Fisher finds himself with himself in a little trouble with 2 on and 2 out.
And this is a pretty rare situation for Fisher.
Very. Very rare.
Montero steps back in and awaits the pitch.
He's the DH today.
And he puts this one high in the air. Right side could be trouble, but it will not be, as it is caught by Michael Burney for the third and final out. We will head to the bottom of the first. We are scoreless in this playoff game. Hillers versus North Quincy on HCAM. Bottom of the first inning, the Hillers coming to the plate. Let's take a look at the lineup. Shortstop Nick Baharik leads things off. Catcher Dylan Locke batting second. Connor Kelly, the third baseman, hitting third. Matt Cooper, the left fielder, hitting cleanup. Cam Jarrett, the second baseman, hitting fifth. Andrew Gahn, the first baseman, hitting sixth. Ronnie Seamus, the DH, hitting seventh. Michael Burney, the right fielder, hitting eighth. Cam Mulvaney, the center fielder, hitting ninth. And Josh Fisher is the pitcher. And here is Larry with the North Quincy defense.
Playing third base today for the Raiders, North Quincy Raiders, Jackson Murphy. Shortstop, Vinny O'Leary. Charlie Ambrolt at second base. Kevin Pritchard at first base. Zach Taylor in left. Scotty Ritz in center. Brendan Hines in right field. Johnny Lynch behind the plate, catching Liam Hines.
There's a bunt. And a slow roller, throw to first. In time. Good throw by Johnny Lynch. One away. That'll bring up Dylan Locke.
Coach Simos trying to start off the game with a little shock play there. I don't think they expected that.
I like it. You almost beat it out.
Almost. I did watch the third baseman for North Quincy take infield earlier, and most of his balls are sailing up the home plate side of home plate side they were tailing. So we'll see if Pritchard over there at first base can corral those balls.
Leg lift and the pitch, and this is up the left side. That'll trickle into left field. It's a one-out single for Dylan Locke. That'll bring up Connor Kelly.
Murphy was playing in a little shallow, and that ball went right by him. He had no chance. There's finally a right fielder that's playing Connor Kelly properly, off the line a bit.
And the ball gets away on the check-in. Locke's going to advance to second with ease. So runner in scoring position now for the Hillers.
I thought Pritchard should have had that ball.
You giving it an E3 or E1?
I give it an E3. Got to give somebody an E. Got a heads-up first base coach over there in Steven Simos.
That pitch a little low.
Well, it looks like he's got a breaking pitch.
1-1. Working from the stretch is Hines. He deals that one low. 2-1.
I don't know how often North Quincy plays on turf, but again, I was watching their infield. It does take a little bit of different footwork.
And he gets a piece of this one over to the shortstop, and a nice catch by O'Leary for the second out.
Oh, it's all right.
That'll bring up Matt Cooper, the left fielder.
He's in an unusual spot. He's not normally hit in the 4-hole.
Yeah, I was going to say they switched things up a little bit today.
Yeah.
Down low. Well, I know one of the big things that Coach Simos was emphasizing in the postseason, we have to hit.
That's right. He was happy with basically every other part of their game.
And this is foul.
I saw that excellent interview you did. That's still up on YouTube?
It is.
All right.
If you look at last week's edition of HCAM Sports Talk, you can find it on our YouTube page, and it's airing on the HCAM channels. And that pitch in there for a strike.
Coach Simos was about a 5 on a 1 to 10 scale on his sarcasm meter. He's always a good interview.
Here's the 1-1. He certainly is. I was trying to give the Hillers the TVL Large Championship, but he had to correct me and say it was Medfield.
Yeah. Tries to forget all the bad games.
Right. This is up the right side, a diving catch by the first baseman. Some good defense on display from both teams in this first inning. We'll head to the top of the second. We are scoreless on HCAM. Nice crowd on hand for this South Division II first round playoff game between North Quincy and the Hopkinton Hillers. Stepping in, Kevin Pritchard, the first baseman, to face Josh Fisher, who had a little bit of a struggle in the first inning, but was able to get through it unscathed.
Pritchard made a nice play to end the last inning. He's got some good size.
Well, I think it's pretty clear that both these teams have solid defense from what we saw in the first inning.
So far, North Quincy brings in 5 seniors, 6 juniors, 6 sophomores, and 1 freshman. How do you like that for doing my homework? That's about all the information, folks, you can find on North Quincy Raiders. Yeah, anywhere.
There's not a lot of info about those teams in the Patriot League.
Yeah, on the entire internet.
Here's the 1-1 and a swing and a miss.
Ooh, swung right out of his shoes there. Did not look good with that swing. Josh Fisher had 11 pitches in the first inning, but so did his opponent, 11 pitches. Strike 3, see you later.
What a nice pitch that was. Had a great drop on it. That'll bring up Zach Taylor, the left fielder.
Yeah, they both threw with the same strike ball ratio. 11 pitches, 7 for strikes, both of them.
Could have an even matchup on our hands here. There's a strike.
Coach Simos was saying that Josh Fisher, the nicest kid you'll ever want to meet, but don't talk to him on game day.
I believe he said he's like a bulldog.
Bulldog, that's right.
0-2 the count. Taylor's stepping back in. We got time called.
I met him when he was an 8-year-old. He was all over the place, and every year after 8 years old, he improved just a little. Strike 3. Whoa, whoa.
You could feel the wind from the bat.
Yeah.
Second strikeout of the game for Fisher. That'll bring up Jackson Murphy, the third baseman.
Whoever the North Quincy coach is probably has figured out we're going to have to manufacture something with 5 on the hill.
There's a strike. And we have some unfortunate news from Notre Dame Academy. Hillers softball ends their season with a 17-5 loss today.
Oh, yeah?
Congratulations to Coach Alberry and all the Hillers softball team on a tremendous season. A season that featured a whole lot of runs for Hopkinton.
A whole lot of toiling at the microphone for one Thomas Nappy.
That's right.
Oh.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out the side. We will head to the bottom of the second. We are scoreless in this playoff game between North Quincy and Hopkinton on HCAM. Bottom of the second inning, 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Hillers. Cam Jarrett, Andrew Gunn, Ronnie Seamus to face Liam Hines. Lineup and the pitch. A little high.
Hasn't quite established his curveball, Mr. Hines.
To deliver. Hair outside there.
Looks like Josh Fisher is on pace to eclipse his 13th strikeout game.
Fouled away into the backstop.
That was a very impressive inning. Would you say there, Thomas?
It certainly was. Well, we do have a final in another game in this bracket.
Do tell.
We will after this pitch. And there's a strike. 2-2. Fourth-seeded Dighton Rehoboth has defeated 13th-seeded Duxbury by a final of 6-5. So that means the winner of this game will head over to Dighton Rehoboth High School on Wednesday.
Good check. You mean Dighton Rehoboth is a higher seed?
They are indeed. They are the fourth seed.
Well, I know where we can eat on the way there.
And there's a walk.
Good eye, Cam. Good eye.
Great battle there, and Cam Jarrett takes it that time. 1 on, no outs. Andrew Gahn to the plate.
He had a big hit in the last game. I forget what he did, but it was big. I think it was a triple.
I believe you are correct. There's a bunt up the middle. Slow roller. Throw to first. Not in time. He beats it out.
That's that Von Gahn vaunted speed. Father, an excellent soccer player. That's where he got that speed. His brother, an excellent soccer player, too.
Absolutely. Ronnie Seamus steps in, the DH. We're certainly happy that he's in the lineup after battling through some injuries.
Yeah, he's going to see Dr. O for his UCL Tommy John on the 28th of July, for those who want to mark it on their calendar. I told him to get a tape recording of it. Dr. O says I'd be glad to tape it for you.
1-0 count on Seamus. 2 on, no outs. Hines working from the stretch. And throw up to first. It's going to get into right field. Lead runner Cam Jarrett heading to third. And both runners advance.
That's the danger of being too aggressive as a catcher, trying to backpick a runner. So Lynch finds himself with a little mud on himself there, because he just advanced 2 runners. Not necessary to do that. Fake the throw.
Right. Second error of the game for North Quincy. That pitch up high.
North Quincy Raiders are playing on the edge of the turf all the way around in the infield to cut a ball off at the plate if the contact play is on.
You know, looking at these North Quincy names, a lot of them looked familiar, and then I remembered Ashland Post 77 took on Quincy during one of the state tournament years as Seamus draws the walk.
Oh, you think there's some of the brothers?
I believe there is. Kevin Pritchard, Alex Montero, I've seen those names before.
Well, you're an intrepid reporter. After the game, you can do some digging, do some investigating reporting.
And this is a slow roller up the left side, throw home in time. So Bernie reaches on the force out. 5-2 force out. And that'll bring up Cam Mulvaney.
Good play by Murphy. That's what you get for playing in on the edge of the turf.
Panned out nicely for him that time.
Could have had a double play if he touched third and threw over to first, but went for the out at the plate.
There's a strike, so it is bases loaded, 1 out.
Middle infield for North Quincy, playing back at double play depth.
That is down low.
Smothered by Lynch.
1-1. Mulvaney's been a pretty nice bat at the end of the lineup this season.
Yeah, he's pretty fast. I don't know what whether he could get doubled up.
Swing and a miss.
Can't get doubled up if you don't hit the ball.
Baharik waiting on deck. Hines from the stretch gets the sign he likes and delivers. Down low, gets away from the catcher, and here comes Gahn to try to score the slide home. He is in. Hillers lead it 1-0. Gahn scoring on the wild pitch. And the pinch runner for Seamus up to third, and Bernie up to second.
Well, that's what a home field advantage does for you. You know how that ball is going to play, how far it's going to trickle away, when you should take off and when you should stay.
That's Franco Pedisano pinch running for Seamus as this is up the middle. Glove by the shortstop, throw to first. It is in time, but another Hillers run comes around as Opasadano scores. 2-0 Hillers. A sacrifice RBI ground out for Mulvaney. Up to third goes Bernie. And that'll bring up Nick Paharik.
Third baseman still playing in, everybody else back.
And this is up the left side. The third baseman gloves it, the throw a little high. Did he get him? Yes.
I tell you earlier he had trouble getting that ball over to third base.
He certainly did.
Over to first base, excuse me.
Pritchard, the first baseman, able to come down with the tag for the third out, but the Hillers lead it 2-0 as we head to the top of the third on HCAM. Top of the third inning, 9-1-2 due up for North Quincy with the call of the play-by-play. Here is Larry Sacklin.
All right, leading off for North Quincy, the top of the third inning is Brendan Hines. It's got to be the brother of the pitcher, Liam Hines.
I think that's a safe assumption.
Yeah. Oh, Jim, I don't know about that. That looked good. Take it for a ball. Fisher stares in. And he's going to cover first base. And he does. And he gets him. That's how to field your position, Josh Fisher.
That was great hustle.
Score that 3-1. Little nubber over to Andrew Gahn, who had to move to his right a little bit. Josh Fisher took off at the crack of the bat. And he got to the base before Hines. Fly ball into left field. Oh, and back is Nick Paharik. Not an easy play with his back to home plate.
He really had to cover a lot of ground.
He
to get
did.
To that one. Looking at the yard lines, he ran about 20 yards.
Yeah, he had Cooper bearing in on him, but he called it. Vinny O'Leary jackknifes out of the way of that fastball. Josh Fisher just moving and grooving. Oh. He was looking for dead red on that and got the Uncle Charlie instead. outside. Sun poking its way through the clouds. I don't know what the HCAM Weather Center says, but, well, it doesn't say anything. It just produces information. It says it's
76
84.
degrees and partly cloudy.
Oh, mine says 79 degrees. We got to call them up.
Actually, now it just changed to 79. So
All right. Mostly cloudy.
I guess my HCAM Weather Center app was a little delayed.
Yeah, we got to call the Doppler operator. O'Leary followed by the catcher Lynch, who had a little trouble in that last inning with the turf. And Andrew gone. Bad news for O'Leary. You know what my motto is? No swingy, no hitty. And he doesn't swing, but he takes the walk, the free pass.
Second walk of the game by Fisher. Actually, make that the first walk. He hit a batter in the first inning.
Yeah, I knew there was something other than a walk. But EMS wasn't called. The kid's all right. He's back in the dugout. He is in love with his own pickoff move, I must say. I don't think you can talk him out of it. He'll go over there 3 times in this at bat, probably. Just outside.
1-1 the count.
I'm wondering whether his pickoff moves distract himself from working that hitter.
Oof, bringing the heat.
Didn't on that pitch.
There's your answer.
Right. Josh throws 84 to 86, and I think we've seen him top out at 90 on that angry pitch to end the 6th inning the other day. That was a nice move.
Almost got him.
Not his best move, but better. When he knew he was going to exit the game after, I think he had 89 pitches, he threw a blistering pitch. There's a ground ball to third base. Kelly over to second base to Jarrett. That retires the side. So at the end of 2.5 innings, it's 2-0. Hopkins and Hillers over at North Quincy Raiders. You are watching Hopkins and Hillers playoff baseball on the turf field on HCAM TV. Locke stepping in for his second time. At a base hit his first time up. The former St. Mark's star. Stolen by Coach Simos. Bounced off the plate, back to the screen.
And boy, has he been great this season behind the plate.
I might give him Best All-Around Player award for his defense and his hitting. What are you going to have for dinner tonight, Tom?
Oh, maybe a leftover cheeseburger.
All right. Ball low. Josh Fisher's 27 pitches in. Through 3. Ball in, strike called inside.
And we were hoping that maybe Coach Obid in Ashland Post 77 would get Dylan Locke, but he's committed to AAU.
Yeah, that's a bummer. There's a fly ball deep in the center field, and Scotty Ritz chases that one down. Hines is 34 pitches in. And he's about half, 50-50 on the ball strike. That was a fairly long way, but not as long as his previous ball hit the center field. Connor Kelly shows bunt, pulls back, gets the bad news from Mike Whalen. Finds himself down.
And speaking of Post 77 baseball,
yes,
our first scheduled game is tomorrow evening at 5:45.
If you can make it, it's a good take.
Now, there is a chance that if there's not enough players due to the high school postseason, it could get postponed. But that'll be a wait and see to see what happens today.
Don't worry.
So we will keep you informed, but as of right now, Ashland Legion Baseball tomorrow, 5:45 p.m. right here on HCAM.
Ball bounced in from Hines. Bring your respirator if it's a dry day. It's awful dusty down there. But it is a good take. Bring your beach chair down low.
And we'll certainly be hopefully loaded with a whole lot of baseball this week. The Hillers advance today. They'll play Wednesday and Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Ashland Legion.
There's a fly ball deep in the center field. Back goes Rich. Way back. It's over his head. Kelly turning first, turning second. He's got wheels, and he's going to be held at third base. That's a stand-up triple for Connor Kelly. Rich kept going back. Thought he had a read on it, and the ball was over his head. That's a stand-up triple for Connor Kelly.
He tattooed that ball.
Yeah, I mean, if I were running, I might have made it all the way home, but he's got a little extra weight.
I don't know if you would have made it to first.
I'm a little skinnier than he is. It was a ground ball up the first base side. Young Steven Simos picks that up because he's a gentleman. He's playing in the Boston Park League. Very, very competitive league if you have a chance to take in a game. Cooper, going to see if he can knock in Kelly. Boy, Ritz has been busy this inning. It's up high, ball thrown down, and no. O'Leary's taking some chances.
If the third baseman held on to that, he might have got him. That was close.
It was close, but he also could have thrown it in the left field. First baseman, nice dig. Again, North Quincy is playing in to cut the runoff at the plate. If the contact play is on, meaning if the ball is hit, Kelly will go on contact. It doesn't look like it's on there.
That'll fill up the count.
Whalen says pitch. Foul back to the screen.
These hitters are battling.
I don't know. Hines has sort of got this laissez-faire attitude out there on the mound. It's sort of the opposite, polar opposite of Josh Fisher. Ball low. Now Coach Simos has some extra tactical decisions he can make. Cam Jarrett up. O'Leary's going to give his middle infielders some signs. If Cooper should take off, does he throw through? Does he throw it right back to the pitcher and try and catch Connor Kelly off base? Or just let the runner through? Pick over, not good. He just picked over there to see if he was going to give himself away as to what he was doing. Whether he was leaning towards second base. There it is. There's the pickoff.
Boy.
And there's the pickoff. Fake to first, throw to third, and they got him. That's a rarity. You hardly ever see it.
That was impressive, I must say.
Every team has their bag of tricks, and they obviously mastered that one. So Cooper's up to second base, 2 outs. Jarrett's got a chance to knock in a run.
Well, as Coach Simos says, there's no such thing as an easy battle in the South Division II bracket. You're likely going to be playing against a talented team that has good fundamentals.
You know, if we're making that trip to Dighton, Rehoboth, it's too bad that fried chicken place is closed. Wow, big cut, foul back. Right in the center of Berkeley, Massachusetts, they used to have roasted fried chicken and potato wedges. That place has been closed for 20 years, though. Anyway, runner on second base, Cooper. Hines to the plate. Fly ball into right field. That's going to be caught. And that retires the side. A potentially good inning with a leadoff triple turns into nothing. So at the end of 3 innings, it's Hopkinton 2, North Quincy nothing. You are watching Hopkinton Hillers playoff baseball on HCAM TV.
Top of the 4th inning, a 2-0 Hillers lead. 4, 5, and 6 due up for North Quincy. Liam Hines stepping in, followed by Alex Montero and Kevin Pritchard. Josh Fisher working pretty efficiently so far in this game. That pitch down low. Step and the pitch. A little high there. 2-0. He winds and deals. There's a strike. Bringing the fastball there. 2-1. Ooh, couldn't hold. That's a strike.
Didn't even ask for help, Wayland did.
I think it was a strike anyway, even if he did hold. It was close. Down low. That'll fill up the count. There is ball 4.
Well, 2 straight innings, he's walked the leadoff batter.
We'll bring up Alex Montero, the designated hitter.
Josh will probably throw over, although the lead isn't all that juicy.
Pitch a little high. Locke able to keep it in front of him. We do have a boys lacrosse update. The Hillers and Wayland are tied up in Wayland, 3-3. They are in the second quarter. Wayland TV broadcasting that game. Pitch inside.
Pitch number 38 for Josh Fisher. 40, excuse me.
Fisher, a long look at first and deals. There's a strike. 2-1 the count.
He's still under his 15 pitch per inning. So he should be at his goal.
Checking at first, runner back just safe.
That's what the famous arm surgeon down in Alabama does, all the Tommy John surgeries. Name escapes me right now. Dr. Andrews. 15
yes.
pitches per inning is the benchmark you want to aim for. Puts the least stress on the arm. Anything over that becomes stress pitches.
Right. The 2-2 pitch. Blows it by him.
There it is.
1 away. Kevin Pritchard stepping in. First baseman. Runner on first, 1 out.
He didn't look particularly good his first time facing Josh Fisher. Josh Fisher had a awkward swing.
There's a strike.
Josh did pretty well with this part of the order, going downward.
Checking at first, runner back safe.
I got blocked out. Do you sort of float that one over?
Yeah, it was kind of a floater.
Little bait and switch. They're not taking off.
Swing and a miss.
That was the sort of swing he had his first at-bat. Top hand came off the bat.
Makes it a 0-2 count. He winds and deals, and this is hit up the left side. Glove by the third baseman. Throw over, gets away from the first baseman, Andrew Gahn. So Pritchard reaches on the error. Up to second goes Hines. That'll bring up Taylor.
Got to go E5. I mean, it was a true bounce, but
I thought the throw looked on the money. It was the first baseman who I think dropped it.
yeah, but I think that glove got injured.
Oh yes, he's going to get another glove. You think it was that throw that broke the glove?
Might have been.
It was a pretty good throw, I must say, by Connor Kelly.
Well, Josh has got to wiggle out of some trouble.
Set to deliver. There's a strike. We have Declan Gary at the plate right now. Looks like they have a pinch hitter in there.
I don't know whether Declan's becoming a more popular name, but Holliston had a Declan. So did Post 77 find a sponsor for their team?
I'm not quite sure about that. Swing and a miss. Well, I know they have their loyal sponsors.
A lot of returnees this year, Tom, if you're aware.
I believe there's quite a few. I haven't seen the roster yet. Hopefully Coach Obed will get that to us soon. And there is strike number 3.
That was a mismatch of the highest order.
I'll bring up Jackson Murphy. I believe that was a little tip in the catcher's glove for strike 3.
Well, whatever it was, he didn't.
5 strikeouts for Fisher.
5?
And this is up the right side, gloved by Gahn. He'll step on the bag, no problem. 3 unassisted for out number 3. To the bottom of the 4th we go. Hillers leading North Quincy in this playoff matchup, 2-0 on HCAM. Bottom of the 4th inning, Andrew Gahn stepping into the plate. 6, 7, and 8 due up. With the play-by-play, here's Larry Sacklack.
Well, we'll have to get the 411 from Andrew Gahn as to what happened to his glove over there at first base. Takes that ball in the dirt from Hines. Ahead in the count, 1-0.
He almost went. He just held back.
Yeah, little check. There's a ground ball over to first base. Pritchard picks it up, steps on the bag. Retires Gahn easily, 1 down. Well, that's what Hines needs, is a quick inning. Ronnie Seamus stepping in, the big DH heading to Rollins College. Kind of jealous. Good call strike, gets the bad news. Be between 60 and 80 degrees all year long down there, Tom. Right in the Orlando area.
That is not too shabby.
Nothing to do. Absolutely nothing to do in that area. Especially if you have a ID that's got the wrong age on it. There's a called strike. Might get a part-time job at one of those theme parks there.
Right.
Takes that ball. True bounce off the turf for the catchers. High.
They'll fill up the count.
He's got to be really anxious to go see Dr. O, because then he'll start his rehab by this time next year. Should be ready to go. And he'll take the walk.
That's the second time Seamus has walked today. He walked back in the second and scored one of the 2 runs.
Mike Burney stepping in. He's been more than serviceable, and Ronnie Seamus has got good speed. O'Leary pounces on that.
They pinch ran for him back in the second.
Yes, they did.
They've been doing that just to keep him healthy.
Yeah, I don't know whether they want him sliding in head first, but he's a tough kid. And then it hit Burney, got him on the forearm.
He'll take it.
Base umpire Tracy are going to reposition himself.
Cam Mulvaney stepping in. He had a sacrifice RBI ground out to score the second of 2 runs back in the second.
There's a ground ball up the middle in the center field. Seamus going to turn third, and he's going to score easily. And there's some nice fielding by Hines, backing up an overthrow from Ritz in center field. I watched some ugly fundamentals of the girls' softball game the other day. Uncovered or abandoned base. The score is 3-0. Seamus looked a little gimpy going around the bases, so I can see why they may have pinch run for him.
Yeah, I don't think you'll see him running again today.
Oh, Nick Paharic, a line drive hitter. Not much with the power. Oh, near with the bus. Oh,
Hit
all
the
right.
bus.
Finally, we get a ball hitting something over there. A very clean year down here at the turf fields. Lights should be coming on pretty soon. Although summer solstice was 11:52 last night. Ball upstairs. Just in case you want to know, Tom. 11:52 made it the longest day of the year. Yes, yesterday. Did you get my ex-wife a birthday gift yesterday?
I did not.
No, I didn't either. And on first and second. Burney at second. Park a little late. Fouls that one back to the screen. Dylan Locke's going to be a good little boy and retrieve that ball. Well, he should get those knee pads off. There's only one out. There's a pop-up in the infield. That should be an infield fly, and that is first, second, and third. One out. Less than 2 out, excuse me. It's an automatic out. You can advance at your own risk, though. And Dylan Locke steps in. Looks at a curveball. Good speed at second base. Maybe a show bunt and a steal at third. That wouldn't be beyond Coach Simos' mindset. Big cut for nothing.
Bernie taking quite the lead at second base.
Yeah, I know. You smell the same thing I smell, don't you?
Yep.
A lot of room between Murphy and the third base bag. I smell a steal, but that's just my opinion. Coach Simos has done that 2 or 3 times this year. Oh, what a rip, the foul.
If only that stayed straight.
Yeah, if only. That would have been a home run. There's a fence there. Although in all the years, what's it, 3 years we've been down in this turf field, I've never seen a ball go over that fence.
Oh, it was Dylan Locke who had the in the park grand slam the other day. As this is a ball throw to second.
And they bang him out. O'Leary got a pickoff, back picked. Bernie, Coach Simos is not happy at all with that. So at the end of 4 innings, Hopkinton leads North Quincy 3-0. You're watching Hopkinton and Hiller playoff baseball on HCAM TV.
And welcome back to Hopkinton High School as we enter the top half of the 5th inning. 9-1 and 2 due up for North Quincy. A 3-0 Hillers lead as Brandon Hines, the right fielder, steps in. George Fisher hoping to have continued success on the mound. There is warm-up action for North Quincy.
So I see it.
Could see a new pitcher next inning.
Only 1 hit they've managed to scratch away. Oh.
Swing and a miss there, 0-1.
You'd need an axe to hit that pitch.
Leg lift and the pitch, hit in the air, right side, and it is caught, no problem, by Michael Burney, 1 away. That'll bring up Scotty Ritz, the center fielder.
Yeah. 3-4-1 for Hopkinton, 0-1-2 for North Quincy. Hopkins has been charged with a couple errors.
Fouled away.
Was that a Fisher grunt?
It might have been.
I don't know. He came off the mound a little gimpy.
As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Dighton Rehoboth defeated Duxbury 6-5. So the winner of this game will head to Dighton Rehoboth High School on Wednesday. As of right now, the time says 4, but that could change. That pitch inside. 1-1.
School's out for summer, though, right, Tom?
That is correct.
You don't have to worry about early releases or anything.
Lined up and the pitch. Hit high in the air. And ranging over and making the catch is Paharik for out number 2.
Makes me nervous when I see that back pedal, but he was able to squeeze it.
We'll bring up Vinny O'Leary, the shortstop. Other games going on in the South Division 2 bracket include Nauset Regional against Somerset Berkeley, North Attleboro against Oliver Ames, Milton against Greater New Bedford, as that is fouled off. Bishop Vian against Westwood, Whitman Hanson against Dartmouth, and Plymouth South versus Canton.
Josh Fisher in good shape, only 57 pitches. More than half of them strikes.
Breaking pitch, a little outside, 1-1.
I think that was his first funk pitch of the afternoon. Sort of dropped down to the side.
He deals, hit in the air towards left field and caught by Matt Cooper, who had to come to a bit of a dive there, but gets the job done. 1-2-3 they go. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Hillers leading North Quincy 3-0 on HCAM.
Pitcher for the Raiders.
Do indeed. And the new pitcher is...
Number 6.
No, that's Liam Hines. He's the starter.
I thought Hines was number 1. I apologize.
That pitch in there, 4 strikes to Dylan Locke, who's back at the plate after Michael Burney got picked off at second base in the 4th inning to end the inning. And Locke hits this one high in the air, right side, and it is caught by the right fielder Brendan Hines. 1 away. That'll bring up Connor Kelly. Kelly 1 for 2 today, tripled in the 3rd inning.
You can't believe whatever's on the internet, Tom, because I pulled number 1 for Hines right off the internet. See?
Look at the lineup card. There's a strike.
That's a good idea, Tom. Connor Kelly tripled his last time up, a stand-up triple.
And he'll put this one on the ground right side. The second baseman comes to a dive, throw to first, and it is in time. A nice play there by Charlie Ambrault, 2 away.
Nice call by Bob Tracy from Fort Lauderdale by the Sea.
I'll bring up Matt Cooper, the left fielder. Well, Liam Hines holding this Hillers lineup at bay so far. There's a strike. Hillers, of course, do lead 3-0. Looking to move on to the quarterfinals. There is strike 2, 0-2.
It's not the semis tomorrow, Wednesday?
Nope, that would be the quarterfinals.
And what is this?
This is the first round.
Oh, I get you.
Swing and a miss.
Yep.
The throw up the line in time. A strikeout and a 2-3 throwdown for out number 3. We will head to the top of the 6th. Hillers leading North Quincy 3-0 on HCAM. Top of the 6th inning. We do have a boys lacrosse update. Wayland leading the Hillers over at Wayland High School 5-4 at the half. With the play-by-play of the 6th inning, here's Larry
At
Salflag.
the half. It's only at the half.
Yep.
That's what the Brooklyn Nets saw the other day. I said the other day, it's only halftime. And they lost the game. Oh,
ooh, look out.
Johnny Lynch got to dance out of the way of that Josh Fisher curveball. Johnny Lynch caught a good game, thrown out a couple of runners, back-picked a couple of runners, likes to throw the ball around. Ground ball to first base, picked up by Gone, races Lynch to the bag, and beats him. 1 down.
Good recovery there.
Yeah, it was. You got to look the ball into the glove, Andrew. Little bobble, but Josh Fisher was ready for a flip. The pitcher does not run straight to the bag when covering first. Goes on an angle, ball inside. Runs straight to the foul line and then runs vertical, north-south, up to the bag.
Liam Hines having a good day at the plate today. He has walked and doubled.
Oh, come on, Mike. 2 balls, no strikes. What's Hines done besides throwing a pretty good game?
He has doubled and walked.
And he takes another ball. Josh Fisher going to have to work himself or wiggle himself out of this little jam he's in with his opposite number.
Ooh,
there's a walk.
4-pitch walk.
His 3rd walk of the game, yes. And his head batsman.
Correct. Yep.
He's had a couple errors behind him. So he's inherited some runners.
Well,
Hines has got some long legs. He's going to get a pretty good lead over there, but I don't think he'll be running.
He's a dangerous hitter at the plate, Alex Montero.
The ever so dangerous designated hitter. But after Montero, he's got Pritchard, who didn't look too good his last couple of appearances at the plate. Breaking pitch in low, 1-1. That's what I said, Mike, 1-1. Hines is obviously not slow, or they'd have a pinch runner in for him, so it's be a decent base runner. Josh steps off the mound. No flinch from Hines. So we get a lefty-righty matchup here with the pitchers. To the plate. Foul back to the screen. 1-2. Quincy's got a very nice sports bar there. It's got incredible memorabilia. They used to have another place down by North Station. It was voted the best sports bar in the entire country by Sports Illustrated. To the plate, and there's a fly ball in the center field, and that's going to drop in there for a hit. Mulvaney gets it into Paharik. Everybody doing their fundamentals, backing up bases. 1 down, 2 on. Getting to the lower part of the North Quincy batting order with Pritchard. First bit of real trouble I smell. But like I mentioned, Pritchard hasn't done much of anything at the plate against Josh Fisher. There's a foul ball. Didn't hit chalk because there is no chalk on a turf field. It's just painted white line.
So a lot of these Quincy players were on the Quincy Legion team who played the Ashland Sevens this past summer in the Massachusetts Independent Baseball League.
No kidding.
And Ashland won that game 4-1 back on August 11th.
Oh, that was a crazy game, wasn't it?
There's
that swing. Takes his top hand off the bat. This is the third time he's done it, and he's got nothing but nothing.
They also met up back on July 9th, and Ashland took that game 6-3. But
Josh has just got to gas this kid right here. Oh,
there it is.
Pull the string. Right three. Ooh. Lovely. That was lovely, as they say. What'd you think of that, Tom?
That was nice.
I was looking dead red, and so was Pritchard. Josh to the plate. Gets the bad news from Mike Whalen. He's in good shape. He's thrown as high as, I think, 98 pitches in a game. Oh, a big cut and a miss. Zach Taylor is looking at a 1-1 count. 2 out, 3-0 Hopkinton over North Quincy. Ooh. That was not foul tipped, but it ticked off the top of Dylan Locke's glove. The pitch was high. They have to give him a wild pitch.
A rare wild pitch.
Yeah. Somebody's got something to say. They're going to have a pinch runner. For Montero, yes. Pinch runner.
It looks like so. That Ashland Legion Quincy game I was mentioning was actually the semifinals of the Massachusetts Independent Baseball League last year. The Sevens won that game and went on and beat Medfield.
There's a ground ball right back to Josh Fisher. Throws over to Andrew Gahn, and that retires the side. So at the end of 5.5 innings, the score is Hopkinton 3, North Quincy Raiders nothing. You are watching Hopkinton Hiller playoff baseball under the lights on HCAM TV. Turn on the engines. Cam Jarrett is going to step in, followed by Andrew Gahn and Ronnie Seamus at the bottom of the sixth inning.
Boys tennis update. Hillers boys advance with a sweep over Plymouth South.
79 pitches in, 80 pitches in for Liam Hines. He should be out of this game if they're a little bit patient at the plate. They haven't been the last couple innings. The ball low in the dirt. First time all year I said dirt. Low and into the turf. Jarrett, a line drive hitter. And that ball is hit past the second baseman into right field. The right fielder thought about throwing the first, but no. Wouldn't get the speedy Jarrett. Right by Ambrose. So that's a way to start things off. Andrew Gahn going to get the message from Coach Simos. Perhaps show a little bunt, maybe.
And we do have a playoff baseball update.
So let's hear it.
Fairhaven defeated Ashland today, 19-8.
Oh, what's happened?
And Fairhaven this is the South Division 3
Oh,
bracket.
that's rotten. Okay, it's Johnny Waters is up pinch hitting for Andrew Gahn. There's low. Larry pounced on it.
So the Clockers season comes to an end.
Unfortunately, that happens in baseball. Good lead over there by Jarrett. Connor Kelly warming up in the bullpen. Good secondary lead by Jarrett. But they know O'Leary likes to throw, so. But I got to say, if our cameraman can get a peek at the second baseman and the shortstop, they're playing very deep on the infield.
We do have warm-up action for the Hillers.
There's a strike. It's Connor Kelly warming up. But I think there's enough room over there between the second baseman and the shortstop to swipe a base. Well, bad news. Strike two. 2-2's the count, I believe. 22.
You would be correct.
There's a swing and a miss. Strike three. So that pinch hitting situation did not work out for Coach Simos. Ronnie Seamus stepping in. He's got power, good back control. Coach Simos expected a lot out of his captain this year. Unfortunately, that injury sidelined him. Nice stop by O'Leary. Not a huge crowd down here for a playoff game, I got to say, Tom.
Yeah, there's a good amount of people. There's a lot of people on the hill.
It is a fly ball down the right field line, and that is going to be foul, says Mike Whalen. Home plate umpire has fair foul calls on the third base line and the first base line. But he took one pitch in a bullpen, and whoops, his ulnar collateral ligament went pop. There's a pick over. Almost got him. Coach Simos has got to be losing his mind over there. He's had 2 runners picked off.
Hines has thrown 89 pitches so far.
I think Ronnie Seamus, there's a pick over. I think Ronnie Seamus was going to be a starting catcher this year, but then he found that gem in Dylan Locke. But Ronnie Seamus did play an excellent third base back in 2019, the state championship year. There's a delayed steal, and he's thrown out by O'Leary again. It didn't take off on the pitch, just delayed a little bit. That retires Jarrett. And now there's 2 out. Count is 2-1 to Ronnie Seamus. 3-0 Hopkinton over North Quincy. Josh Fisher's in good shape to finish this game. Ball upstairs. Hines has hit the 91 pitch mark. There's a ground ball beaten down over to third base. Throw over. Gets him by a step. And that retires the side at the end of 6. It's Hopkinton 3. North Quincy Raiders nothing. You are watching Hopkinton Hiller playoff baseball under the lights on HKM TV.
Top of the 7th inning. North Quincy down to their final 3 outs. Josh Fisher out there trying to go the complete game. 8-9-1 due up. Jackson Murphy, Brendan Hines, and Scotty Ritz. Murphy so far is 0 for 2. Fisher has thrown just 75 pitches so far in this game.
Yeah, he's got plenty. Plenty left in the tank. He's got to keep his composure.
Whew. Breezes it by him.
Ooh. Wow, we're 120 20 feet away. I felt that one.
Absolutely. That wasn't the win. That was the whiff of the bat. 0-2.
Well, he got the bad news from Mike Whalen. He's gone to got to protect the plate. 2 strikes.
And this is up the middle, glove by the second baseman, throw to first, not a problem. 4-3 for out number 1. And that'll bring up Brendan Hines. He's 0 for 2 so far today.
Well, striking him out would be kind of the frosting on the cake, don't you think, Tom?
Absolutely.
I'll ask my cameraman. Striking out Mr. Hines would be the frosting on the cake. Right, John? Here's a ground ball.
Right back to Fisher. Throw to first. Out number 2.
It didn't work out that Hines was the last hitter in the lineup. But
I'll bring up Scotty Ritz, the center fielder. Miller's 1 out away from moving on to the quarterfinals.
Yeah. Oh.
Close.
Too close to take, but Ritz has played a good game out of center field. Had 1 ball he misplayed.
And he'll put this one up the left side, glove by the shortstop, throw to first. In time, and the Hillers win 3-0. And they are moving on to the quarterfinals. What a performance on the mound by Josh Fisher. And a great defensive performance as well. And the Hopkinton Hillers move on 3-0. They'll head to Dighton Rehoboth this coming Wednesday. Time as of right now is listed at 4 p.m. It is subject to change, but a job well done by the Hillers as they improved to 13-3 overall. The North Quincy season comes to an end at 7-7. Larry, what a great performance it was by Fisher out there today.
82 pitches, 2 hits, 3 walks, a hit batsman. Geez, like Coach Simo says, he's a bulldog. Today he was a German shepherd. He wasn't going to let anything slip out of his mouth. He's going to tear them limb from limb, and he did.
He's, sorry.
Little trouble. Wiggled out of a little bit of trouble, but his defense was there for him the whole game, and it was really never in doubt. And there's the second lieutenant, Tim Simos, soon to be off to Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Defensive Player of the Year for the Patriot League in college. I just had to mention that because I just saw him out of the corner of my eye, and there's not too many Defensive Players of the Year in Division I, and there he is over there.
Absolutely. Well, this game took a little less than an hour and a half. Quick-moving game. Josh Fisher goes 7 solid innings, giving up 2 hits, no runs, walking 3, and striking out 6. North Quincy had no runs on 2 hits and 2 errors. The Hillers put up 3 runs on 5 hits, commit 1 error, and Hopkinton takes it 3-0, and they are moving on to the quarterfinals, where they will meet up with Dighton Rehoboth on the road this coming Wednesday. For John Ritz on camera, my broadcast partner Larry Sacklad, I'm Tom Nappy. The final score for the final time, the Hopkinton Hillers take down North Quincy and move on in the postseason by a final score of 3-0. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.